This your boy Ricky. Welcome back, Foundation Builders. Before we even get in the video, smash the notification bell, smash the subscribe button, and comment down below what else video you want me to talk about, referring to astrology. But before we even get into the video, today we're gonna talk about astrology, and I'm gonna start off by giving y'all a quote and things of that nature, and then a short story about how I got into astrology, to be very transparent, because I don't want y'all to do nothing or learn nothing that I don't already know, and I'm still a student. I learn every day. Okay, J.P. Morgan, he was a banker, and his net worth was 41.5 billion at the in the year of 2013. He's currently deceased now, but he said anyone can be a billion. He said anyone can be a millionaire, but to become a billionaire, you need astrology. That's just some great insight. And I came into astrology when I was, coming up. But I never knew my sun sign. But when I did get into it, I know that I was always sensitive. And I looked up my birthday and it said I was a Cancer and things of that nature. But today we're gonna talk about your birth chart, your moon sign, your ascendant, the aspects, the planets and their meaning, and the houses and their meanings. Let's get into it. So basically, what your birth chart is a blueprint of your life and your psychic and your potential and your strengths and weaknesses and things. And it's kind of like a balance. I look at stuff like nothing's good and nothing's bad, but like if you go to a extreme to one end, then it can become bad in a way. Okay. So your moon sign is your emotions, your instincts, like what people see behind closed doors and things of that nature. And then your sun sign, which is everybody know, which is the zodiac sign, it represents your actions, your idea. It's the ego of the situation. And then your ascendant represents your personality and things of that nature. Okay, so when you first meet somebody, right, let me break this all the way down. Like when you see how somebody act, they're acting out their zodiac sign. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm a Cancer, for example. So when you see me acting out, it's gonna be in an emotional way and things in a sensitive, not practical, but in an emotional way. Like I gotta feel it to go, and then I go with the flow. And then, but before you meet me, you're not gonna see that. What you're gonna see is my ascendant, which is Leo, like Leo energy, like the center of attention naturally. And then the people like my family and friends, what they see behind closed door is the Capricorn, because of my Capricorn moon. Like it's practical and takes stable steps. And CEO, I just harness all three of the energies, right? That's a simple breakdown of what it is. Okay, and then we're gonna talk about the aspects. Now we got 5 aspects, and it's the trine, the sextile, squares, oppositions, and the conjunctions. Okay, I'm gonna break that down in another video too, but I'm gonna just give you a brief thing since we're doing the intro. Okay, the trine is 120 degrees, the sextile is 60 degrees, the square is 90 degrees, and the opposition is 180. It's 180 degrees, and then the conjunction is 0. See, it's like basic, simple geometry if you want to look at it in a mathematical perspective. And the trines is your gifts and it's your comfort. The sextiles is your opportunity, and you can create things. Okay. The squares is the information that something bringing, and it can draw attention, but nothing's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It's how you perceive the attention. Okay. The opposition is an obstacle. You know what I'm saying? Look at it as like a hurdle that you get over, and it can become stressful. Okay. The conjunction is the bonding energy. It's like when two become one and it just bond. Thanks to that nature. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay, like I was saying, the sun represents the self, the identity, the ego, the action. Okay. The moon is the subconscious realm. It's like the backside of the sun. So it's your emotions, it's the subconscious mind, it's your habits and things of that nature. Which is the moon is very powerful. Mercury is your mentality, the communication, the intellect, the messenger almost. Okay, Venus is love, romance, beauty. It's the feminine energy. Okay. Mars is the opposite. It's the aggression. It's the drive. It's the male. It's the male energy. You know what I'm saying? It's the war. I mean, yeah, it's the war planet. Mars is the war planet. Jupiter is the opposite. Optimism, luck. It's your wisdom. It's your success. It's your education. It's the wealth planet. So any placements you got in Jupiter, you will have great luck, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Okay, Saturn is the opposite of that. Saturn is like the teacher, the father of the thing. Like where versus Moon is the mother, Saturn is the opposite of that. It's the responsibility, it's the lesson, it's the restriction, it's the time. So anybody that got Saturn and some planets and wondering why you're not succeeding because you got it's like restriction, it's the time, it's limitations, it's instructions and things of that nature. Okay, Uranus is originality. It deals with your individuality, your creativity. It's sudden change. Okay. And Neptune is the illusions. You have to surrender. It's transcendent. Your spirituality. And it also deals with depression. Okay. Pluto. See, Pluto is transformation. Is transformation. It's rebirth. It's power. And it's the underworld. Like for Scorpios, it's the underworld. You know what I'm saying? That's why they good at manipulation and things of that nature, because they hard to detect. Your North Node is your destiny. Your potential is where you need to go. The South Node is your past karma, like what you did in this past life. And once again, the Ascendant, which is also called your rising sign, is your personality. And number 14 is your midheaven. It's your personality and your career. It's the public image. It's your status quo in a sense. Okay? And then we're going to talk about the houses. The houses represents areas of life or life situation, however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, however you want to look at it. And okay, your personal houses is your 1st, 5th, and 9th house. And these are your fire houses. And then you got practical houses. And then that's your 2nd, 6th, and 10th house, which also known as your earth houses. Okay. And then your social houses is your 3rd, 7th, and 11th, also known as your air houses. Okay. And then your unconscious houses, or your unconscious houses is your 4th, 8th, and 12th house, also known as the water houses. Okay. Now I'm finna break these houses down. Number 1, the 1st house represents your personality, okay? The 2nd house represents your finances. The 3rd house represents the communication. The 4th house represents home. The 5th house represents your children and your creativity, your hobbies and your pleasures. The 6th house represents your work life and your health and your service to others. The 7th house represents your partnership and your marriage. Okay, the 8th house represents your death, your inheritance, and the occult. Meaning, occult don't mean nothing bad. It's just something that you do behind closed doors. And I'm gonna get that's a whole nother story right there. Okay, your 9th house represents the higher mind, the philosophy, the religion, your travel. Okay, the 10th house represents your career. The 11th house represents your friends, families, and associates. The 12th house represents your personal unconscious. It's the things that we do subconsciously. And I'm gonna go over these 12 houses again. I'm gonna tell you what signs rule the houses. Okay, the 1st house is ruled by Aries. The 2nd house is ruled by Taurus. The 3rd house is ruled by Gemini. The 4th house is ruled by Cancer. The 5th house is ruled by Leo. The 6th house is ruled by Virgo. The 7th house is ruled by Libra. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. The 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius. The 10th house is ruled by Capricorn. The 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. And the 12th house is ruled by Pisces. Now, before this video ends, I just want to let y'all know if y'all want me to do a part 2, please comment down below and I will do another part 2. This your boy Ricky, the foundation builder. And before this video ends, I'm gonna need you to smash the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and comment down below.